Hey, what's up everyone? Nick here. Welcome back to the Fellowship of the Ring trick-taking series. We are moving on to chapter 4. And in this chapter, we get introduced to a character with a really tough win con. So I'm going to share some advice on how I was able to get through it, and then we'll get through chapter 4. So hope you're excited, and here we go. Chapter 4. Here, Fatty Bulger halted. "Goodbye, Frodo," he said. "I wish you were not going into the forest. I only hope you will not need rescuing before the day is out. But good luck to you, today and every day." Chapter 4. Conspiracy in Crickhollow. Characters: Frodo, Fatty Bulger, Sam, Merry, and Pippin. Threat: Black Riders 1 through 4. Victory: short. Finish all chosen characters. All right. Welcome everybody to Chapter 4. We have one new character to introduce here with a somewhat tricky win con. During my practice rounds of this, I failed quite a few times, so we're going to see how this goes. So the one new character in Chapter 4 is Fatty Bulger, Cautious. His win con is to win exactly one trick. His setup is to give a card to each other character, but don't get any back. So Fatty will play fewer tricks than all other characters. So basically, every trick you play, he's only going to have one card in hand because his setup does not count as an exchange. So we'll see what that means in a moment. Otherwise, we are all good to go. So let's go ahead and without further ado, just set up our deal for Chapter 4. And I already forgot, just so I don't... so this top card is supposed to be the lost card. I dealt it here, but it's supposed to go up here. So the 4 of rings. So that automatically makes things tricky because remember, Frodo, he has to win 4 more rings, and one of the rings is already the lost card. So there's only going to be 4 playable rings in this round. So we're just going to have to hope for the best. All right. There's another ring, and luckily it wasn't dealt to Frodo. Although it is the 5, and if you watched Chapter 3, we actually were able to do some cool strategizing with the 5 of rings, and it ended up working out really well. All right, so our main deck will go up here. And now we can go for character assignment. So Fatty, remember, needs to win exactly one trick. So we want him, but he has to give 3 of his cards away. So we want him to have something good here. So kind of what I'm thinking is I'm going to give Fatty this hand here. Because for his setup, I'm thinking I'll give Frodo this mountain. Frodo can lead with mountains, and then Fatty can just automatically win that first trick. Merry is also a mandatory character here, so he needs to win 1 or 2 tricks. So let's go ahead and give this one to Merry. And then once again, I'm going to ditch Pippin, and I'm going to take Sam. So Sam will rely on the threat card drawn here, but I think it's just a little safer than playing with Merry, since we got to watch how many tricks Merry wins and we got to watch how many tricks Fatty wins. So having Pippin would put another bad limit there. All right, let's go ahead and go to setup. So Sam's setup will be to draw a threat card. So got my threat deck shuffled. We'll flip the top one, and it is the 3. I think that's the same one we had back in Chapter 3. And then he can exchange with Frodo, Merry, or Pippin, so we'll hold off on exchanges. Fatty needs to give a card to each other character but doesn't get any back. So I'm going to give Frodo the 3 of mountains. I'm going to give Merry the 1 of hills, and I'll give Sam the 6 of shadows. So already you see 3 characters are starting with a hand of 5, and Fatty only is going to have 1 card per trick. So we need to be careful here, but luckily there's already 2 8s on the board. So we basically just don't want him drawing 8s. That would be really bad. All right, that's his setup. And then Merry exchange with Frodo, Sam, or Pippin. So we have to do an exchange here, kind of looking at what we have. I'm trying to see, it looks like Sam is specifically trying to win so Sam's going to be trying to win the 3 of Hills since we got the threat card of 3. So I don't currently see that out yet, but there is the other 8 here for Hills, so we might want Sam to have that. So looking at what, can be played, I'm trying to think if we want to go with this ring strategy again. I think I'm going to try that because we only have 4 rings on board and Frodo needs to win them. So I'm going to give Frodo the 5 of rings and I will take the 8 of Hills for Sam. I think we're good there. I like this setup, so let's go ahead and start. We'll get rid of our character assignment tokens, and everything looks good. We got our lost card, our threat card, our main deck up here. Let's go ahead and start. So Frodo is going to lead the first trick, and like I talked about, I want to get Fatty's win con out of the way as soon as possible. I found that's kind of the best approach. So Frodo's going to lead with the 3 of mountains. Sam does not have that, or he doesn't have a mountain, so Sam will just get rid of his worst card, which is the 1 of forest. Fatty will play the 8, and then Mary will go ahead and play the 7, and now we know Mary has the highest mountain card, which could come in handy for winning him a trick later. So Fatty is going to win that trick since he played the 8 of mountains, and he has now won exactly 1 trick. So all we need to do is make sure he doesn't win any more tricks. And remember, he's only going to have 1 card per deal. So that can get, like right now, that could have actually been bad because Fatty leads this trick and he's going to lead with his only card, which is a 4 mountain. But luckily, it looks like Mary can steal that one. So Fatty will lead with the 4. Mary will play the 6, and then Frodo, making sure that 3 of Hills is still not out because Sam needs that one. Frodo will play, I want to keep Frodo's high card, so he'll play the 3 of Shadow, and then Sam also does not have it. We want to make sure he's keeping this. So Sam will just play his 4 of Forests. So Mary will actually win that trick. And now Mary's win con is satisfied since he can only win 1 or 2 tricks. Now we'll deal out our new hand. There's another ring to Sam. Ooh, there's a ring to Fatty. That's good because we don't want him winning. And then there's Mary's card. So looking at this, I still don't see the 3 of Hills. So Sam still doesn't need to win. I don't want to force Sam to play his, I don't want to force Sam to play that. So let's just give Sam a win here because really no harm can come of it. I'm thinking if that's true. It looks like, oh, you know what? Actually, we can get Frodo at least 1 ring right now. So let's do that. So let's actually do, Mary will lead with the 5 of forests. Frodo will play his 8 of forests. Sam will play his 7, and then Fatty doesn't have a forest, so he'll play a ring. Frodo wins that trick, and we were able to get him 1 ring that he'll need. And we already have 1, so all the rings are on the board right now. So Frodo has the trump card, the highest ring. Ring has now been played, so we can flip this. So we're in a pretty good spot right now. In fact, I think we can guarantee Frodo's win con right now. So let's go ahead and deal these. Keeping an eye out for the 3 of Hills, which has still not come out. Okay, so Frodo's gonna lead this trick. And like I said, I think we can just knock out some rings now since rings are playable. So let's do that. So Frodo, I like giving Frodo the 5 of ring. It's paid off a lot. So Frodo will play the 5 of ring. Sam has a ring, so he has to play it. That's the 2. Fatty will play his 5 of Hills. And then Mary, let's just get rid of his highest card, which is the, well, yeah, which But what if Fatty gets the 6 of Hills? I don't know if that's been played yet. Because then we need him to have a stronger card. Let's, yeah, I want to play this one a little safer. Let's just get rid of the 1 of Hills. Just in case Fatty gets like the 6 of Hills, I know Sam has this, but I'd like to have 1 in the chamber just to be safe. So Frodo will win that trick since he led with rings. So he now has 3. And the last ring is the trump card. So that's pretty much a guaranteed win for Frodo whenever we need it. Oh, and speak of the devil, Fatty just got the 3 of Hills. So there's Sam's win con on the board. And let's go ahead and get that to him. So Frodo will lead with the 2 of Hills. Sam will play the 8. That's exactly why we gave it to him. Fatty will play the 3. And Mary will play the 7. So Sam will win that trick. He will win the 3 of Hills, and that matches the threat card drawn. So Sam will satisfy his win con. We're going to deal out what I think is the final hand. Oh man, that's the one I didn't want to come up. Oh, no, that's fine, because Sam is... Okay, that's perfect. I was worried about Fatty getting this, because then he'd have the highest hill, but that's all right, because he's not leading. So this is Fatty's last hand. So we have no risk right now. And Mary has pretty much all low cards. So I think what we're actually going to do is, I'm trying to think if I should kind of play this safe or not. Because I could just lead with the 1 ring. Actually, yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So now that I see what's on the board, Frodo will lead with the 1 ring. Sam will play, I don't think it really matters here, so Sam will just play 2 of Mountain. Fatty will play the 6 of Hills. And Mary, let's get rid of his highest card. So now he has, yeah, I think we're in a good spot. So Frodo will win that trick. He'll get his 4th ring. So Frodo has now satisfied his win con. All the cards are on the board. So Sam is good as long, Fatty can't even win any more tricks because he doesn't have any more cards. So Fatty's good. Mary, we just need to make sure Mary doesn't win 2 tricks because if 2 more tricks, because that would put him at 3. So let's go ahead and let Frodo lead this trick. Looking at what we got here. Let's let Frodo win this one. So I think we're good. So Frodo's going to play the 6 of Forests, Sam will play a 4 of Shadow, and Mary will play a 4 of Forests. So Frodo will win that trick. And now we just kind of keep it going. Frodo can lead with the 5 of Mountains. Sam doesn't have a mountain, so he'll play a 5 of Shadow, and Mary will play a 1. So Frodo wins that trick. Yeah, we're definitely good now. So now Frodo will play 1 of Shadow, Sam will play 6, and Mary will play a 2. So Sam will win. And then finally, our last hand, Sam will play the 8, Mary will play a 4 of Hills, Frodo will play a 3 of Forests, so Sam will win that one as well. And so now, all the cards are gone. If we look, Frodo won exactly 4 rings, so he's good. Sam won the 3 of Hills, which matches the threat card drawn, the 3 Black Rider. Fatty only won 1 trick, because we made him win the very first one. And Mary won 1 trick, and he's only allowed to win 1 or 2. So that actually worked out really well. Again, I highly recommend making Fatty win the first trick. It really helps. But there we go. We made it through Chapter 4. So hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in Chapter 5. All right, there we go. Chapter 4, another one down. Hope you enjoyed. In the next video, we will tackle Chapter 5. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know, as always, what you thought in the comments. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And otherwise, I will see you in the next video where we tackle Chapter 5.